Yo, what's good, people? It's Cactus, and we're back again for episode 3 of Cactus Convos. Today, I've got my guy Mikey Joe on. He's a sick producer, engineer. He's got some crazy credits already. He's just hit 1 million views on a track with Ard Adz. He had a #1 in, is it iTunes in Australia? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
iTunes chart, albums chart.
Yeah, so some crazy
Yeah,
stuff to go through. I'm sure we're going to get through it all. But yo, how you doing, bro? Everything good?
all good, all good. Fucking smashing out the music.
Yeah.
Life's good.
Now that lockdown's hit as well, there's nothing else to do apart from make music. So there's no excuses right now, right?
I've got so used to it as well. I think everyone just got so used to it now.
Yeah.
But now they shut all the pubs and the clubs and stuff. There's nothing to do.
Yeah, especially when you're at uni as well. I seen some crazy stuff with unis. I think in Manchester they were putting up fences around
Yeah.
certain
That's
halls.
just down the road from where I'm living. That's like the
Yeah,
halls, innit? I've got my own house. On
yeah.
my last year of uni. But
Oh, you're in a house now, yeah?
yeah, I'm in a house. So what happened was, I think, yeah, they like tried to separate. So basically, you got your halls here, and you got all the different like areas or like living points. And I think they just tried to split them all up, and then just had enough, and then had some riot or something.
Yeah, they
I saw,
started tearing the fences down, didn't they? I'm not
yeah,
surprised though. I'm not
bit
surprised.
crazy. Yeah.
So are you doing music at uni? Or anything
No, you know
related?
what? I'm doing economics at uni.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's quite
music.
different then.
Yeah, but very different. I've always messed about with music, so I was doing A levels. I play guitar in it. Like I taught myself guitar when I was about 14, 15. I'm 21 now.
Yeah.
Just like drumming along to stuff. I'm not no crazy. I can play guitar in it. I'm no crazy player though.
Yeah.
Like I can play in it. I can strum any song. Like learn a few little solos and that. I'm no crazy player. Like I don't even play it too often. But I can pick up a guitar, play it. You know what I'm saying? Play guitar.
Yeah. So you go
Um,
mainly from ear then?
just on all like the tabs. It's got something called tabs in it, and it kind of
Right.
you just Google a song. It kind of basically shows you the chords to play, all that sort of stuff.
Oh yeah. You self-taught
Um,
then, or did you have like
yeah. No,
lessons
you
or
know what
anything?
it was? I self-taught myself, so I could play guitar and play songs. And then my parents were like, "Oh, we should get you lessons." I was like, "I don't really need lessons," sort of thing. But I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, to try and it's just down the road from where I live. I know someone else had them, so I thought, fuck it." So I did a few lessons, but everything they'll teach me is all online anyway. So that's the
Yeah, of
thing with
course.
a lot of stuff, because what they're going to teach me, what I can Google anyway. It's like obviously it's a bit different, but more or less,
Yeah. I guess the
it's all
thing with like paying for lessons as well is it kind of makes you do it, because
yeah,
like I think when
yeah,
I wanted to learn piano at one point and I thought,
yeah,
you know what, I'm just gonna do it online. And I started doing a few lessons online, just watching the videos, but because I wasn't like paying for it, I'd do it 1 week and then not do it
yeah.
for another few
You need the
weeks.
discipline.
Yeah, exactly. So then when I actually started paying for lessons, I was like, right, I'm doing it every week, so I actually need to do it now. I need to practice. But I've only just got back into them. I did them like maybe 2 years ago. I did it for about a year just to
Yeah.
get some like basic music theory knowledge and everything, and then I'll stop doing them. But now I've just taken them back up. So like
Yeah.
in full force
And
now,
that's
yeah.
the thing. Like, as you were saying, like when you see about the determination and the discipline to learn, I think when you're like 14, 15, and you get like you're
Yeah.
kind of got that young energy in it. I just put all that into like guitar and music and stuff.
Yeah.
Or just mainly guitar, and then what it was. How I know you've asked me this, but I'm just fucking talking. Bro, and then it kind of because I see people's artists like small like artists like indie kind of artists, like
Yeah.
all on Logic and Max, like plugging into their guitar into their computers and recording and making
Yeah.
songs. And I was like, oh, like, how do you do that sort of thing? So I worked out how to do that. So I've got a little. I didn't even get an interface. It was like you got your the thing you put a guitar into, the guitar
Yeah.
rig, and then it's literally some adapter. You just put an aux into it. It's like an aux adapter. And
Oh
it's whacked it
shit.
into the computer, and it had some like really like low quality recordings of guitar, like really quiet. Like you see like the waveforms like this big. And I started to mess around on Logic, just recording myself playing guitar and kind of layering stuff over,
Yeah.
and just like messing. And on that, I didn't know how to like program drums. You got like drum loops and all that stuff. Just drag and drop, just messing around with that.
Mm.
And then I think I've listened to like a lot of. So this would have been maybe 2016, maybe.
So that's the first time you tried Logic, about 2016.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, probably. Yeah. So I would have been. Yeah, probably about 2016, and then
Right.
that was when like maybe even 15. That's when like all Skepta and Jeremy, they were doing their stuff. Like they were, like, when like you see like now, drill's
Yeah.
a big thing in UK. Back then
Yeah.
it was prime. It was like Jeremy, Skepta, That's Not Me, all that sort of music in it. So I was into
Yeah.
all that. So I started trying to make like grime beats, but because obviously you listen to grime beats, yeah, that's probably the worst genre to learn first, isn't it? Because it's like there's no, you see like in trap music or rap, whatever you want to call it, yeah, you know where the clap's going, you know where the you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, there's like a pattern that most people use
yeah, there's a
that's
pattern
easy
there,
to
but
follow in it.
in grime, especially maybe 4 years ago, there was no tutorials on YouTube.
Yeah.
There was no nothing, and it's such a wild genre, and it's not like, you know what I'm saying, it's not pattern like that. So
Yeah, the
and then
claps and the
from then,
snares can go crazy in
anywhere,
grime.
anywhere you want. That's the thing. So I'm and then I just naturally kept going, and then just kept doing music really, and then till here I'm today.
So did you know anyone else that was producing at the time that introduced you to it, or did you just hear
No,
about it
no
online and
one.
just thought you'd download it?
Yeah, as I say, I see someone on Instagram, just as I say, the guitar videos, the like recording the guitar.
Yeah.
But that was Logic, and then I was on Logic for ages. Not ages, because I weren't really making. I wasn't even putting beats out. I was just making them really. I
Yeah.
think I put one thing on my SoundCloud. I've still got things on my SoundCloud. I made got like 50,000 views on SoundCloud. Some random beats, like I don't know how. But they just, on SoundCloud, it's like I don't even upload. I haven't uploaded for years, but once it gets, it just snowballs. It's weird. Like I think that was when people uploaded more on the SoundCloud than YouTube, maybe. Actually, probably not. But I think because now no one really uploads beats to SoundCloud. But back then there was a market for SoundCloud beats.
Yeah, there was a certain time when everyone was uploading to SoundCloud, and that was the main thing. Like you wouldn't do anything else. Obviously YouTube, but SoundCloud was really popular at one point.
I think that was like 16, 17, 2016, 17.
Yeah.
But fucking, I don't know anyone producing. I don't know anyone in the music industry. Nothing like that. I've just done it for the love of the music I listen to. I listen to all the UK rap stuff. So that's my main thing.
So it was mainly grime that inspired you the first time you started producing.
What inspired me was grime. I've always liked deep music, like lyrics and stuff, like Benny Banks, Potter Payper, that sort of stuff. And even before that, I used to listen to a lot of Tupac and stuff like that, like American artists.
Yeah, so you want good lyrical content in it. You're not just looking for a
I'm
catchy
not
beat.
really me. Like, don't get me wrong, if I'm out and that, like clubbing or whatever, I like the tunes in it, like everyone does. But if I'm chilling at home, I'm listening to Young's Teflon, as I say, Banks, Ard Adz, Potter, all that stuff.
Because when I listen to your beats, when I see you posting them on IG or YouTube, I can tell you're into that stuff, especially because you post a lot of like Potter Payper type beats, don't you? It feels like quite emotional. There's like nice pianos in there. Is that your kind of vibe? You always just been into that? Or was it more just you wanted to go for that keyword?
You know what? I was making them beats like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But about 3 years. If you can look at my SoundCloud further, you see 3 years ago I've got it's all like nines type beats, Potter Payper type beats. This was like 3 years ago, probably over 3 years. Yeah, over 3 years ago, probably almost 4 years ago.
Is it?
Or maybe I don't know, but in my head it's like 3 years. It's a long time, like producing wise. And so I'll be doing that, and then so I was always doing music, and I started making feel like trap beats, like D Block Europe type beats. And then someone said to me, because I didn't even have a YouTube at the minute, I just posted things on SoundCloud and showing my mates, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And they were like, I met someone. There's a YouTuber called Elliot Crawford. Yeah, you might know him. He does YouTube.
Yeah.
But I've just known him just from like, he lived around where I live and that. I just met him through that, and he was like, give me it, because obviously he knows about all social media and everything like that. I just got an audience. He was like, Mike, make yourself YouTube, make yourself a separate Instagram page from like your personal page, like that you've grown up with all your schoolmates, and just start posting there like every day and just keep building it up. And that's what I've done since. So what we're in November. So since July. I'd say since July last year, that's when I started my Instagram page. And just from then, YouTube every day, Instagram every day, upload. I haven't stopped.
It's not even a long time, really, that is it? Like what? It'd be like 2 years or something. I think when I checked your YouTube, the last video I saw was maybe 2 years.
Yeah, so I'll just do like an upload like once every blue moon sort of thing. But then it was like last summer, so last July. I thought I'm just gonna go for it every day. YouTube, bang, bang, bang. Honestly, every day. Like now, I've got kind of other stuff going on than just the YouTube stuff. It's a bit slower with the YouTube, but I do want to keep the YouTube up, to be honest.
Yeah. So it was every day on YouTube, same time,
day.
same kind of title. Like, what was your process for YouTube? Were you doing like SEO research and finding good keywords? Or?
Nah, not back then. So back then, like let's just take like a year. Let's take back like a year. I was just making. What was I making? I was making a lot of. No, you know what? I saw everyone making drill beats. I thought that was a wave, but it
Yeah.
was. But because it's the wave, it's hard to get exposure in it. So I was making drill beats every day, every day. Like I weren't like the views weren't that good. I was getting like what 100 views, 50 views, 60. But the beats were good though. Like and this is the same as well. I know top producers in the UK that like produce songs with like 1 million views. You know, big like work with all the big guys in the UK, but they're on the YouTube views don't do well because it's so saturated. Drill is so saturated.
Yeah.
But, like, it doesn't. It's not YouTube views don't even mean anything because it doesn't matter. Like you can have a YouTube beat, 50 views. You send it to an artist, he likes it, he uses it, and it's 1 million views. Like that's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it. It's not all about the views.
But yeah, so I was doing the drill stuff for ages, and I do a few trap ones, and I do the odd like nines beats, Potter beats, the emotional ones I do now. And then I thought, because I kind of got a bit bored with the whole drill scene, because I don't really listen to drill like that. I did when I was younger, but it's not really my thing. As I said, see the music I like earlier, I thought, I'm making this music. I like the beats, don't get me wrong. I do like the beats because they're fun to make. Obviously, you would know, yeah?
Yeah, I've always said that. It seems like a good producer's genre, you know, because you can get crazy with the 808s. It's like fun to produce, yeah. Because I'm the same, bro. I don't listen to like a lot of drill music. If I do, then it's mainly to do like research, because I do a lot of drill tutorials, and they're the ones that have got me the most views in the past. So that's what most people have been asking me for. So I've just been kind of riding that wave for a bit. But really, I don't listen to a lot of drill.
Yeah, I hear you. I like I like this, like you see like the mainstream, you know, the club drill songs. Like that's just me in it. Like I'm not even. I don't like all that underground drill. So I just like them, you know, like the low key, the more, you know, the ones everyone likes, innit? They come on the parties and that. That's what I like. But as I'm saying, fucking yeah. So I was doing drill for ages. Then I kind of started seeing the thingies were doing well. So maybe like the drill ones get 200 views, but these like nines, like rap ones, I'll get maybe like 500 views or something. Do you know? Just the margin over. And I kind of started enjoying them a bit more. And then what? I'm just trying to think. And then I think the one day I thought, fuck that, I'm not doing drill no more. Because I didn't really like the industry either, because I just felt like I don't know, I just feel like not the industry, because I like it, like I don't know how to explain
maybe
it.
Like the fan base, or
no, it's not the fan base. It's the, I think it's like the opportunities that come from it. Like it's quite even though it's sick to do that music, like it's got a lot of things, but I feel like the money behind, like I feel like there's not a lot of commercial value in it. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously there is if you get to the really, really top levels, of course. But if you're just
I guess it was still a bit of an underground genre. I think it's still growing in some ways though.
No, it is.
It's becoming a bit more commercial now.
No, yeah, because like it's kind of like, if I'm getting a song on like press play or something, it's just going to be leases and stuff like, and I was kind of looking for the bigger, not the bigger artists, but just I don't know, just the bigger picture. And I wasn't listening to drill. So if I'm not listening to drill, why was I making drill? That's what I was thinking.
I guess in some ways it's longevity as well. Because do you think drill's just a wave right now? Do you think the wave's gonna finish, or do you think it's just gonna evolve? Or
I think it's just gonna keep evolving, because drill's. I've been listening to drill since 6, 7 LD Live Corn, like 2015.
Yeah.
I was in school, so as I said, I live in like a town just outside London. So we kind of get in, like you hear all the sounds in it.
Yeah.
Not too far from places South London, like Croydon and stuff. I'm not too far from there. So all in school, it will be like you'll kind of hear that before. So this was when the top drill songs were getting like 100,000 views, and like I think one of them hit 1 million once. I'm like, how's that? Like that's crazy. But now everything hit 1 million. So
and then they banned it at one point, didn't they? Can you remember that? When they started taking drill videos down from YouTube.
Yeah, they're still doing that, I think, with certain vids. But
are they still doing it now? Yeah.
I think that they still. It depends. You got to be. I don't know. I think I don't know. I think it's like if you mention a certain person or locate, like I don't know. It's all to do with gangs and stuff. Yeah, that's another reason why. That's another reason why I kind of stepped away from it, because I think it's quite. As I say, it goes back to the whole commercial thing. Like for me, I don't want to make a song and then it gets taken down. Or do you know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true. In fact, I never really thought about that.
I've made don't get me wrong. I've made drill songs. Like some of my most popular piece of work are drill songs I made people. So I'm not saying I don't like the genre, because I do. Like, I definitely do. But I'm saying for me, I started to shine when I stepped away from drill music.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good then,
I
because
make it. I still make it, bro. I still make it,
I think I
and I
saw
still like
one of your recent posts was a drill music video. I didn't get a
it.
chance to watch the actual video.
Yeah,
Which artist was it?
it's called Smoke, and it's an artist called Pinky Notes, who's been around for a while.
Yeah,
But I think he's starting to get back into it. It's done well. It's almost hit 500,000 views on
that's
GRM.
sick. That's sick.
Yeah.
So you've managed to
It's good
get
stuff.
quite a few placements in the past couple of years then. So talk to me about that. How did the first one come? Who was your first kind of major placement?
Um, Major placement. Do you kind of, when you say that, do you just kind of mean like a music video on you like on like one of the
Yeah, I
UK
want to
guys?
say, or not even major placement,
Yeah,
just first like
just
track with an
just
artist that's
something with
done
like a
well.
visual and
Yeah. I think it cut off then, but yeah, I was
um
just saying maybe like the first
yeah.
track that you've had an artist on and and it's maybe had some success. The first one where you started to
Yeah,
notice
so
like,
yeah,
right,
yeah. So the
this tune's
first
doing
one,
sick.
we're going back to the SoundCloud thing I was saying earlier. I had a beat on
Yeah,
SoundCloud, and this was when I had no ambition of selling beats. Artists getting on my beats. I thought no one's like because I thought I'd never thought it was really possible, sort of thing. So I
yeah,
was just putting beats on SoundCloud, and my mate sends me and then like 2 years later, or like a year and a half later, my mate sends me his artist page called JJ Esco, a sick artist from Leicester.
yeah,
And I'm going down his page, and this is before I had a tag and everything. This is when I was just doing it for just messing about. And I'm going down his page, and I hear my beat on like a it's called a DJ Limelight freestyle. Like it's
mm,
just a YouTube freestyle in it. So I wasn't. It's not like I was selling the beat. It's not like it's a
yeah,
song
yeah,
in it. Freestyle like like a black box type thing.
yeah, yeah. I'm with you.
That thing. And then I saw that, and I'm not sure if that was my first one, but that was probably the first one of an artist who's doing well because he's a real sick artist. He's called JJ Esco from Leicester. He's got some big songs.
Yeah, I saw
Um,
that one in your credits. So
yeah,
that was just accidental. That wasn't even you
that was, I
networking. That
didn't know
was
about it. But he credited me. He did credit me on SoundCloud, but on YouTube we never connected.
yeah,
But yeah, no, I just laughed. I think I'm trying to think. I think the first drill one was it's a song called Bando Life, and that's with Movements, Young Sykes, and Lil A1. I think that was my first. Oh no, that's not my first one. That's my first drill one. That did alright. I think that's almost got like 100,000 views. So that was one of
mm,
my early ones. Good song though. Good
that's
song.
sick. And was that
Uh,
through YouTube as well? Did you just find your
that
beat
that that
online
was
or?
through. Oh, I'm just trying to think. It's because I've sold quite a few like little like leases and stuff that have turned out to be like music videos and stuff. So hold
Yeah,
on, let me just say back. No, you know what? First one was my first music video. That's one when I call replacement. Do you know what I'm saying? I know it's not like a major label placement, but we
yeah,
just call
yeah.
it that for the sake of easiness. It was a guy called Toppy Funds, yeah. He's known as Tops as well. He's an artist from London. He's like it was a Georgia Smith. It was emotional beat. That's what it was. It was an emotional beat. It was an emotional like beat. It was
Right.
sampled. It was a Georgia Smith sampled song. I think it dropped to Mixtape Madness, and it was just he did like a kind of freestyle on it, but like not like a music video stuff. It was good,
Yeah,
real
yeah.
good song. That was the
I've
first one. And then no, you know what? No, this is in December. I had like three. It all happened at once. In December, I had the Toppy Funds one. I
mm,
had the Movements, Young Sykes, Lil A one, so like the drill one, the Bando Live, and also I had my beat I made with a producer called Minxie, a sick producer called Minxie from a drill producer mainly.
yeah.
On it was Movements' crib session, Tim Westwood, and
Oh
that's when I
yeah.
thought. That's when I thought, yeah, because you know when you've grown up listening, watching all that stuff, and you hear your beats
Yeah,
are
of
sick.
course. He's an OG in it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. So
crazy.
that's the first one. That's the first. They're the first time that I started getting like music videos and visuals. I'm just trying to think, and then
What
it
about
just
Benny
slowly.
Banks? I saw Benny Banks in your credits as well. Was that around
Yeah,
the same
so
time?
I've been a fan of Benny Banks for years,
Mm,
like a lot of people have. Um, and I'd say the music I liked, all that music, all the as I was saying to you earlier,
yeah.
all the emotional music, the real rap sort of stuff. And I've seen because he's quite slow at putting music out for whatever reason, or he had a break or whatever's going on. So I'd always message him. This is when my beats weren't even no good really. I'd always message him like, "Oh, what do you think?" Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like when you're young, you're hungry in it for
Yeah, yeah.
things like and I knew the beats he liked for me. And then
So was that just DMs on Instagram or something? Were you just
yeah,
sending
yeah,
him
and then
beats through DMs?
I just he didn't really speak to me like that, but he followed me. But he weren't doing the thing is he weren't even in like he weren't even looking for beats. You know what I'm saying? But then as soon as he said he was looking for beats, he'd already know who I was, or he's already seen a couple of things, and then he probably went to look at my beats, and then I sent a few, and he was like, "Yeah, this is what I'm looking for." Blah 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 blah. Then we formed a real good relationship. I'll go to like the studio with him like every week. We worked on loads of stuff together. First that first single, Freestyle, should be dropping this month.
That's I can't recall like seeing anything from him for a while. I don't know why he had the break.
I put the preview of the video on my Insta. But yeah, that's dropping this month. But we've been working all hard over summer. I'm trying to think now because lockdown has got me messed up with what even month.
This whole year is just a write-off. No one even knows what time
over summer we'll go him and a guy called Sonny as well, who's a real good producer. He's like multi-platinum selling producer, Brit Awards nominated.
Yeah,
he's done a lot of stuff with a lot of the. I think he's done a lot of stuff with the rappers as well, but he's also had like commercial success with like Little Mix and stuff like that. So it's sick to see.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so Sonny, he gave me the opportunity to come down to the studio and just kind of watch things happen. Like even though when I got to the studio, my role was done. The beats are there. We're going to record the song, but just Sonny, as just being like a nice bloke, he's just kind of giving me the opportunity to see what's going on. Do you know what I'm saying? Just sitting in there, taking in and learning, because obviously he's a bit older than me. So
yeah, you can learn a lot from someone like that as well, especially if they've had like commercial success.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, there's no reason, like, he didn't have to do that. There's no reason why he did that. It's just out of goodness of his heart. He's a real like nice bloke, innit? He just wants to help people, which is rare.
Yeah, that's nice of him, because a lot of people, once they get to a certain level, they might not be willing to put any time or like give any time to anyone that's up and coming. So yeah, like mad respect for that.
Yeah, so the way me and Banks work, it's like, it's not like I'm sitting in with the studio. It's just like I'll send him a few beats and he'll tell me the ones he likes, ones don't like, he'll write to it. And then we'll go to the studio, and Sonny, he can do everything. So he's one of the sickest producers as well. But he can also record, engineer, mark, all that stuff. And so he's like he can do everything in it.
Right. So when you go and record with Benny Banks, you're not really cooking up from scratch there, or you just bringing beats with you?
I'm just sitting in. Say something we need to send a step. I'm just there with the laptop, like everything's ready to go. I'm just there in the vibe. Maybe put my input in, like say. Instead, like just small things in it, very very small things. But I'm just there to I don't know. Like,
it's just good to be involved, isn't it? Rather than just doing everything online.
Yeah, that's it. Because at the end of the day, I think they think if I'm putting in the work, it's only right. They just get me down as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. And now that you've shown your face and you've got that relationship, it's most likely going to come to you for more beats in the future. So
yeah. But yeah, that's the whole Benny Banks thing. So that happened pretty organically, to be honest.
Yeah. How often were you sending in beats on Instagram, before you had that first track together?
This was like over a year ago.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think now. I wasn't really sending beats through Instagram like that. I'll email him and I'll just beats, and then like at the time he wasn't making music, so he wasn't even looking for beats.
Yeah.
But he just followed me. We followed each other, and then when it was time, he put on his story like send me beats or whatever. And we were in contact already, sort of thing. We kind of knew each other.
So he knew the name.
He knew who I was, so he knew to click on me or whatever. And then because I don't think there's many people making, especially back then, making the beats I'm making.
Yeah, definitely. So what other techniques do you use for like getting in touch with people and networking and finding artists? Is it literally just finding the emails and sending them out, or do you go to any events or?
You know what, with me, I'm not even mad on the emails. I hardly send any emails out. I should do, and it's good to. It's all about forming relationships. I can't really explain how you do it, because obviously everyone's got their own personality. You just got to be yourself to people, and you don't want to annoy people, you don't want to beg it. You just want to add value to people, innit?
Yeah.
Like, I know that's such a cliche in it, but like
no, that's true, man. That's exactly right. Like you can't just be spamming people every day. It's not the way to communicate. I kind of compare it to like real life situations where, you know, like when people just fire stuff in your inbox like all the time and they're not even really speaking to you. It's like when you're walking through a town and people are like in your face trying to sell you stuff. You just want to back off, don't you? But if someone like speaks to you first and you form a relationship, then they're more likely
I
to.
think everything's kind of fallen into place for me, and I think that's what will happen to a lot of producers out there. You just got to really keep going, and things just fall into place. Like if your beats are what they're looking for, they will get at you. You know what I'm saying? Like they just will. I know that sounds really like such a like cop out answer, yeah, and people might be listening to this and it might not help them, but it really is. You just gotta.
It's true though.
It is true. Like Ard Adz, the Ard Adz song, my biggest song I put out.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. How did that happen?
He just hit me up on DMs, found a beat on YouTube. He was like, "Oh, I want to use this."
Yeah.
The paint, all that stuff, and it was easy, bang, done.
That's crazy.
Easy thing done.
At first, just hit a million views as well. Is that your first track to hit a million views?
First million views, yeah. I was gassed.
Yeah, congratulations, bro. That's big. That's real big.
Yeah, but the thing is, yeah, imagine at the start of the year 2020, I said, yeah, listen, I'm gonna get myself a plaque. You know that the plaque, the million view plaque.
Yeah.
Then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get a plaque on this one. And then my mate, Minxie, yeah, you know, the producer I was talking about earlier, he was like, you know, Mixtape Man that's only doing for 5 million. I went, oh no way. I thought I was getting one. It's still the same goal. It's a million views, isn't it? It's not physical.
Of course. You don't need a physical plaque. You've got that there. No one can take that away from you now. That's sick. It's a big achievement.
Yeah, thanks. Like it's just mad. Like it's just, as I say, like that's what I'm saying earlier. Like things just will come towards you if you're good enough. Like I know that's really, really, really like cop out answer, but it's true. It is true.
You have to have the right mindset. Like you have to be confident in yourself, and you can't be impatient either. Because I get so many messages from people, and they're like, "Yo, I've been making beats. Like I'm not getting any placements. I'm not making any sales." And then I say, "Well, look, send me a page. Let me have a look." And then I'll listen to the beats, and it's like, it's all right, but you've only been producing for 2 months. You've got about 10 beats on your YouTube channel, and I'm like, bro, don't get stressed out. It's early.
I remember I saw my first beat. It was a D Block Europe type beat on my YouTube, and it's just I think it's random. It had it was like just I sold like a £30 lease to some small artist.
Yeah.
And when was that? So that must have been. I think that was when I started to upload every day, and then I think because when you upload every day, it kind of builds your. I don't know how it works, but it does kind of.
Something happens in the algorithm, and then it pushes 100%. It up. No one knows how the YouTube algorithm actually works, but some magic.
I'm not really. To be fair, I'm not really good at this stuff. I just try and put stuff out. And to be fair, even if I don't even think stuff's the best beat, I'll still put it out.
Yeah,
that can be bad, it can be good, but I'll just put it out just to keep myself in the mix, innit?
Do you find that, because from most of the beats that I've sold, it's always been beats that I've at least least expected to sell, if you know what I mean? Like it's been, in my opinion, some of my worst beats, but in some ways, I guess like one man's trash is another man's treasure. Even like yesterday, I sold a beat that I made over a year ago, which I just never expected to sell. It was just, should I upload this? All right, let's just put it out.
I get them all the time. My most popular beat on YouTube has got 50,000 views. It's a Potter Payper type beat.
Yeah.
It's probably the worst beat I've ever heard in my life. I hate it so much. I just hate it. I hate it so much, this beat, yeah. The mix in it, I just hate everything about the beat, yeah. But it's my biggest selling beat, like least wise, like copies, and it's got the most views. So like when people like they'll like send me something like a freestyle or like do it, and it's because it's the most popular one. They use it more often, innit? Like but I'm just like, oh, I gotta hate this beat, or they'll be like, oh, this beat is so hard, and they'll send me the screenshot of the beat. I'm like, no, it ain't. Look at my other beats. That's the worst one. That's just the way it goes. I think that's natural though. Like people will like what you don't like, and that's just because everyone's wired differently. Like my mates don't like the same music as me, but it's not that music's no good or my music's no good. It's just how your brain's wired up in it to like different things.
Definitely. You know, when you've been working like in the studio and seeing people in action like Benny Banks, has that changed the way that you produce? Because for me, like a while ago, I used to like put so much into a beat, so many different instruments. And then when I started getting artists on them and artists, or maybe like even making a beat around an a cappella or something like that, I started making my beats real simple. Did you change anything? Like any ways that you make beats after working with people in studios?
I was in the studio last weekend with Potter Payper. Yeah, I mean, he invited me down with there's a few other people there throughout the day.
I saw the picture. That's sick. I saw you say on Instagram like it was only a matter of time, and then I looked in YouTube and like a lot of your beats that you were uploading are Potter Payper type beats.
Every beat I do is a Potter Payper beat on YouTube. Every beat.
Is that for like tag purposes? Because you know, like people say you should use the same title and keyword all the time, and then you start ranking for that keyword.
Yeah,
Was that because of
yeah,
that, or
yeah,
just because you were a fan?
It's
Yeah,
because you know what? I could have easily said Meek Mill. I could easily have said maybe Little Dirt. Do you know what I'm saying? I could easily say
yeah,
these things, but because I'm in the UK, it made sense for me to target the UK artists.
yeah,
For me, even though these beats probably won't get like 1 million views like some of the American ones will.
mm,
For me, because I'm in England, because I'm around London, because I'm around Manchester, I want to be connected with them people. And although
yeah.
that market's not as big as America, it's gonna stand. I'm gonna stand out. Like you see, like I'm the #1 Potter Payper type beat on producer on YouTube.
Oh, you're
I'm
ranking for that keyword then.
well, yeah. Well, I'm ranked like. Feel free to search it now. All like more or less, I would say 70% is me.
You'll come up straight away. That's sick.
Yeah. And well, I haven't answered the question. Sorry. What about in the studio
Yeah, I was
and the
just
beats
saying,
and space?
after being in the studio with people, has it changed the way that you make beats? Has it made you make beats more simple, or
Um,
have you changed anything?
you know, you see me. I've never really been the one to make beats really, really crazy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I've always got that in mind. But it can be bad because I've seen like I've been in the studio with people and they play some mad beat and they're like, because the beat is mad, but it's not like you want to like blow people away when you hear it, because I played things like yeah. Obviously everyone's different. Some rappers want the crazy stuff, so it's
yeah,
but it is about the balance, of course. Like I was in the studio when I was in the studio with Potter, he was like, he's like, I'll take you through your beat sort of thing. First one I played, I just hear him. He's sitting next to me. You just hear him. Sorry. I'll play a few more, and he just goes, "Yeah, get that on the recording on the thingy on the big computer." Just goes in and sprays the song, and just
Oh
comes
yeah.
back
What?
out.
So he's not even writing. He's just
No,
or he's writing on the spot in a way.
I don't know. I've seen him write, and I think that's one of them because it was the way the song is. I think it's just bars he had that he worked with the beat he heard. You get
Yeah.
it. But that's anyway. That don't mean I've got a song with him. Nothing. It's just I was in the studio with him. It don't mean nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, that's the thing I want to make clear as well. Just because they've recorded, it don't mean nothing. Don't just forget about it. I don't think of it like that. I'm saying, yeah, I was with him. He recorded. Don't just move on and keep working, because the amount of other bare songs that ain't come out.
Yeah.
And I know I see people all the time going, "Oh, when my unreleased come out, it's gonna be sick. Oh, I'll just wait on my unreleased." Or I was like, mate, you can't think like that. Like,
It can take a long time to come out, and the truth is, like,
or it
sometimes
might
it
not
doesn't
come
even
out.
happen. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it might not make an album, it might not make anything. But
Until you see the song on YouTube, it's not a placement. Like, it just isn't.
yeah.
Unless you got paid for it, and then it doesn't really matter if it comes out or not in a way. But
you still have to recognize that as an achievement, because you've been uploading
course.
them kind of beats. You're a fan of his, and then you're in the studio with
Yeah.
him. So even just being around him, like, that's an achievement.
Yeah. No, it is. But as the question, I'm just everywhere. Yeah, that's how my brain works. Everywhere, innit?
It's cool, bro.
But it's important. Yeah, of course it's important. Like you obviously you want that space in your things, but that doesn't mean make them. There's a difference. I see it. I see some quotes like there's a difference between simple and basic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can all. You know what I'm saying? You don't want a basic beat. You want a simple beat, but you don't want a basic beat. You get it? Like,
Yeah.
I know that's, you just want to keep it changing. I think as long as you keep it changing, it doesn't really matter what you do.
That's true.
But not changing like crazy changing, but like
a little subtle change. It could be a break in the drums. It could just be like one little vocal that comes in. Just subtle changes, subtle switch ups. It's not so repetitive.
Yeah. But yeah, just I think you'll know what's good in it. But obviously, yeah, it does. And sometimes, like it depends, because you got artists that sing, you got artists that rap, and I think if you got someone in mind, you got to think about tempos, and you got to think about are they singing, are they rapping, and then you can work out how you make the beat. Like if it's Potter, fast hi-hats, drums, and it's just spitting. But if you're trying to get D-Block Europe on it, it's going to be more. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it goes back to the whole type beat thing, though, doesn't it? But
of course,
but yeah.
I feel like sometimes producers just try to impress other producers by doing all this crazy shit in the beats, like
especially in drill music, because that's what I feel drill is like. Like beatcon, I've never done a beat contest. I don't really get it. You see, I'll do a beat review, beat contest, and it's like you see them on the Instagram live and that. nothing personal to them because I get it. Like it's fun to do and stuff, but as for me, it doesn't interest me. And it's just like, oh, the crazy drops would be so mad thing. But I'm thinking that's not gonna get you anywhere. Like it's not
That's
gonna.
true. Unless you're actually going to like big beat battles, because they're not really a thing in
Yeah,
the UK
I don't
really.
really
But
know
in
that.
like places like Toronto in the US, they have like serious beat battles there, so I can understand that.
Okay,
But over here,
I'm
it's a
not
bit
really.
different.
I'm not too familiar with that, to be honest. But it just goes back to the thing. I think if you're not, if someone can't rap on it, I'm not gonna make it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
that's
me.
true.
That's me, bro. That's me, bro. But you don't. But how I'm saying that, but someone can make something mad. Like when fucking 808 Mello started making his beats, he might have thought his were too complicated. But then Pop Smoke found it. Pop Smoke found him, and now he's one of the biggest producers out there. So
Man,
I'm kind of
he's had a crazy few years.
So
He's on top right now.
I'm contradicting myself because I'm saying don't make them too crazy, but at the same time, don't be scared to make crazy because you might be the next genre. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So
I guess it's what your personal goal is as well, isn't it? Like everyone's got their own style, so
yeah. But listen, I'm just a chatterbox.
Nah, I think you're right though. Like if you've got artists in mind, then you need to keep that in mind that you need to save a bit of space for them, because I found that with a lot of mine, like it's always the simplest ones that they pick. So if you're looking for placements, then it's a good way to start by just trying to simplify your beats a little bit, but not making them boring, but just to keep that space in mind.
But the thing is that I've never made mad like I've always had that in mind. So I've never made crazy beats and think, oh, I need to make this more simple and more. Do you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I hope a lot of people do, but I've always had that in mind.
Yeah.
So I've always, and I think a good thing to actually, when you're making the thing, when you've got the loop going or whatever on the FL, actually try and rap over it. Like not actually rap, like it's just like do a flow, like hum a flow over it and think, I've done it loads of times, think, well, I don't need them two little quick perks in there. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't need it.
Yeah. Or even pulling it a cappella. If you can find a rap a cappella somewhere, pull that into the session. And if it's sounding a bit too busy, then maybe take some stuff out.
Yeah. That's a good way. I don't do that really, but I'm sure that works.
Yeah. I've never pulled one from YouTube and just pulled in a cappella, but I've had tracks before where people have like say for example, they've recorded to a different beat and then they haven't wanted that one and they've just sent me their a cappella saying, can you work around this? And it's kind of working backwards. So I've started with their vocals and they made a custom beat around
I've seen people do that a lot recently. I think that's good. That's a good way of doing things.
Yeah.
Because it kind of, and the artist is going to see that and they're going to like, because obviously they're going to press play. They don't know what to expect because if you haven't been with them, they're going to, and they might think, oh, this is sick. Like, and because they're not recording to the beat, they're not recording to that beat that you've put onto it, like it kind of gives a possibility that might not be possible before, if that makes any sense. Because if they hear it in the studio and they're rapping over that beat, they might be on a certain flow, whatever, and rhythm and pocket, but you could put a new beat over that and it might change the whole thing and it might work and be better. But before they might not actually be able to do that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense.
I'm saying like, I'm saying because you can literally whack out the thing and put something completely new in, you're making something that wouldn't be created if they were in the studio doing it. Do you know what I'm saying? Not
and
that
you can do
that,
little things like working the drums around their vocals. So if you've got a punchline, you might make the kick hit as they're saying it. You know what I mean? Just little sort of things like that.
So stuff that wouldn't be originally done. But
yeah,
I don't do that, but I can understand why people have started to do that. I've seen that happen all the time. I've seen Nick Mira doing that. I don't know if he's actually I don't know if he's messing about or whatever, but I've seen him do that on YouTube and stuff.
Man, they've got a crazy place. Nick Mira and that mansion. We need a UK version of that.
No, I know.
It'd be crazy. So talk me through an average day for you. How much time do you spend making beats? Do you wake up, the first thing you do is cook up, or what's your usual schedule like? Obviously with uni, it's going to be a bit.
No, mate, I'm as long as I make one beat a day, one beat every 2 days, I'm good. I need to. That's my worst thing, innit? Like going out, you see me. I like to go out a lot. I like to like drink and party and all that. That's worst. That's bad for me, innit? Like, you know what I'm saying earlier. He said, "Do you want to do it tomorrow?" I said, "Might be hungover." I was up till 4:30 last night. I was with some artists last night.
Oh yeah.
On the gin and tonics. So
when you say you were going out, are you on about like? Is it still like music or like related where you're with artists, or is it just partying, straight up partying?
Straight to the pubs, mate. It's bad. If I'm hungover, I can't make beats. I can't.
Nothing's
But,
fucking open right now, or do you know?
I know, but I'm at uni, so you're going to house parties and stuff. I'm at uni, so.
True.
But no, normal day for me. Wake up, shower, do all that, have some food. I do try to make beats. I do. I've been using a lot of MIDI kits recently and a lot of loops, and I just make. Yeah, no. I do try and make it. I make a beat a day, basically, on average, beat a day.
Yeah.
For me, beat a day, I'm good. If it's gonna suit artists, I'm cool with. I'll send it to their WhatsApp and get a reaction. If it's if it's just and then I'll sometimes feel like, I need to put one in my YouTube, so I'll kind of find the balance. Or I send it to the main artist that I'm cool with, that I can speak to. Like, I don't send it email, I can get a reply from, like, on WhatsApp or something. And then if they don't like it, I'll just whack on my YouTube and get someone else find it.
So you send them to artists first, and then if you get no reply, then that's when you put them on.
No, obviously they'll tell me, but it depends, innit? Because there's certain artists that I'm kind of building up songs for.
Yeah.
Like things in, and then we'll meet up and then we'll go through them all. That's what I do with Potter. I made like an exclusive pack, just left them at the side, and then when I met him, I showed him a load of beats, and then we refined them 15 beats to maybe 6 beats, and then go. Do you know what I'm saying? Then we can kind of then the other ones, although it might be a bit time that I can give them to someone else. Like I don't get me wrong, I haven't mastered the best way of doing this, because I don't want to send it to 2 people I'm really working with, and they both use it, or they get upset at me for why I send it to him when you send it. You know what I'm saying? So that bit gets tricky when you work with these bigger artists as well, because all these bigger artists, they want exclusives.
And they're not necessarily going to use it straight away. So you might send a pack of beats to one artist, the same to another one. And if no one uses it, then you might send it to a third person, and then all of a sudden all 3 of them want to use it.
It is bad, but at the end of the day, like, it's not really your fault. You just got to do it. You got to do it as a producer, and just deal with it when it comes.
Yeah, that's how. And if they haven't bought it up front, like, if no one's paid you, then you can do what the fuck you want. It's your beat.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That is true, but someone's got to think like longevity wise. You know what I'm saying? Like relationships and stuff. But yeah, it's as we were saying earlier on in the podcast, we're going. I don't really send emails out. I just if I've worked with someone before, I'll just speak to them. But I don't send random emails out to artists and stuff. Like, maybe if someone puts on their story and that, like, "Oh, send me beats," I'll send some. But I don't know. I need to, though, because I'm missing out a lot of opportunities. But that's just me.
So what are you working on at the moment? Like, what new projects? I know you've got the Benny Banks one coming. Hopefully something with Potter Payper. But any other projects you're working on?
Okay, so I should have a few songs with Benny Banks dropping throughout next year. We've got the new one coming this week. Well, not this week, this month.
It's a shame you didn't make the album. That would have been
what with Benny? No, with
Potter Payper. Sorry.
Oh, I know. I met him. When I met him, he said, yeah, you just I think he found my beats after he had everything written or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's all good anyway. It's all about timing.
Oh, of course.
So Benny Banks, we got tunes that will be dropping throughout next year, and hopefully one this month if things go to plan. Potter, nothing really going on there. Like, I'm not gonna. We've recorded to our beats, but listen, that don't mean nothing. So I'm just gonna keep doing my thing. What else is coming up? You know what? I don't actually have too much coming up. You know, I'm just gonna keep going and see what happens. Actually, no, that's it. You know Jordan from Manchester, Salford.
Yeah.
Jordan
Mccann.
Yeah. Jordan Mccann. Yeah, we've worked on a few bits as well.
Oh, that's sick. Was that in the studio as well, or just
no? Funny you say that. Potter gave me his number. Potter linked me and Jordan together.
Yeah.
And we just formed a relationship with that. But Jordan,
he likes them kind of beats as well, doesn't he, Jordan?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so it's all the same stuff. So so me and Jordan, I haven't heard from him in a week or so, but I haven't even hit him up. But that's the thing. Yeah, so me and Jordan should definitely have at least one song coming out in the next 6 months. Yeah. I can't say that, but we should do it. Yeah, we might. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's my mentality, innit? I don't know if you noticed. I'm not like. You know what I'm saying? Just because
it's not
I'm
like you're hoping for something. You just roll with it. Like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then it's cool.
And that's the best way to go. Like, best way to go. And it's just yeah, I'm just fucking just like don't get too caught up in everything.
Yeah. I
Just
think
during
that's
the
a good
studio,
mindset to have though, because certain people,
it's the
if they
best
got
mindset to have.
that one text from an artist that they really liked and they were saying that they were gonna get on a track, they might just get overly excited and they're just relying on that one tune, thinking, "Yo, this
Yeah.
tune's gonna make me famous" or
I
whatever. But
I had a song with Benny Banks in March.
mm,
Sick freestyle, like sick freestyle. It was all I was talking to the manager. It was all due to come out, sort of thing. And then I think we just kind of stuck in it for too long, and we think this ain't enough because we think this ain't the one. Well, I liked it, but they didn't like it.
yeah,
So and that was like one of my first that was probably my first big one, innit?
yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, oh, but even it don't matter because he got another one, so it don't really matter. But that was one I thought was really going to come out, but it didn't. But it don't matter because
it's still
it
just
just
a
doesn't
blessing
matter.
to have the opportunity, like we were saying earlier.
Yeah, no, it
It's
doesn't
still an
matter because
achievement.
listen, I see a music I like. I don't take it too seriously. Like I enjoy it, but I make sure I enjoy it. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't let it overrule me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
don't let it stress you out too much.
Maybe it's because I've kind of been lucky to have a tiny bit of success come my way that I'm kind of not comfortable, but I'm not stressed. I just enjoy it, but I know what it feels like because you think, how come he's doing that? But I don't know. For me, I've just kind of found a blueprint. And I'm just sticking with what I'm doing now, and just hopefully things just keep going.
Yeah, it's a domino effect as well. Once one thing
Yeah,
happens, then
100%.
like even just Potter Payper introducing you to Jordan, like that's just gonna be
Yeah,
constant now.
that was crazy. I can't even believe he did that. That's just
Yeah,
Potter's is a real chill guy, like good heart, like probably like. To be fair, everyone I've met in music's like that. They're all the same.
yeah,
Like they're
yeah,
all the real like good-hearted people, good people. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, of course. What else was? Oh yeah, I wanted to get into kind of like your process when you open up your door. You work in Logic, right? Is that what you said?
No, I work in FL, but I started on Logic years ago.
Oh, you
But
work
I
in
worked
FL
in
now.
FL, yeah. I've worked in FL for almost like 2 years.
Yeah,
Everything I've ever made properly has been on FL, basically.
yeah,
But
yeah. What made you switch? Was it just did you find FL to be more user
I don't
friendly?
know. I'm trying to think what made me switch. I think what made me switch was because I was on like the family computer,
Yeah,
iMac. We've had for 15. You know what I'm saying? You know they've
yeah,
got
yeah,
the
yeah,
because I like got Logic somehow on there ages ago. I got Logic on there. Yeah, so I've told this already. Mess around Logic, and then obviously I've got a laptop PC,
right.
so you can't get thingy on PC Logic. And
Oh,
I
of
was
course.
heard good things about FL as well, but I didn't get it. It took me ages to get. I couldn't really understand it. It's all different. It's all patterns and. But mate, like everyone I tell producer, mate, get off Logic, get on FL. If you're making rap beats, get off Logic now. But people might slew me for that, but trust me, get off it. Like
Nah, the thing is
there's
with FL as well. There's more tutorials, so when people are just getting
yeah,
into it,
yeah.
it's easy to find FL
But
tutorials.
for me,
Everyone's using them.
for me, there's nothing FL beat making wise can let me get this right. There's nothing Logic can do that. No.
The FL
You know
can't.
what basically FL can do everything and more than Logic can,
Yeah, yeah,
beats wise. But if you want to get into recording artists and going to the studio and mixing people and recording stuff, you want to be on you don't want to be on FL. Don't whatever you do, don't go on FL.
bro. That's what I'm using to record people. When people come around here to record, I'm pulling up FL just because I know it so well. Like I know how to
Yeah,
use
yeah.
everything on it.
If you
So
can work it, I just do my head in.
yeah,
Just the way
yeah.
it is. And obviously, but
To be honest, I've never used anything else apart from like back in the day. I used to use Cubase for recording vocals, but that's
yeah,
not. No one
that's
really
what I was,
fucks with Cubase anymore. That's like old school.
for
So I've
me.
never really tried anything else.
Recording Logic, and if I was to record like a live guitar or something, Logic, 100%.
Yeah,
Just because it is just better. Trust me, it's better.
I need to try it. I'm
But
on a PC at the moment. Is
or,
Logic still just for Mac?
yeah, or get if you, I don't know how much you are into recording people and artists and stuff, but Pro Tools is obviously a good one as well.
Yeah,
Probably.
I'm actually gonna get a Mac because I'm running off a like PC right now, like an actual like tower. But I want a Mac just for when I'm out and about.
Yeah.
I was saving up and then I was just about to get the MacBook Pro, but I wanted the 16-inch and they just released it in the 13-inch, didn't they? So now I don't know whether to wait for the new one or whether to just grab the old.
I think mine's 13-inch. To be fair,
Is it? What's it like for music? Do you have any like limitations on it? Is
To
it
be fair, you
crashing?
know what it is? So I got this, imagine all my mates, yeah,
Mm.
bought it for me for my 21st birthday. My mates bought me a MacBook. It's
Yeah,
sick. I got
that's
the sickest
sick.
MacBook ever.
Yo,
Coming
you
to you,
got some good
20.
friends. My boys don't
Yeah,
do shit
serious,
for
but
me.
I've known them for like 10 years. They're like, because obviously they're really supporting everything I do. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
my mates drove me an hour to Essex,
yeah,
just dropped me to the studio for Potter, innit? And then picked me up at like 9 o'clock when they have work the next day. Like they proper
that's
support what
sick.
I do, innit?
You got some real
Yeah,
ones there.
yeah, 100%. But yeah, Logic is the one for recording and mixing vocals, 100%. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's all Pro Tools, but I'm using all the Waves plugins and stuff. Don't know if you know
Yeah,
too much about it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
mix.
I've got the Waves bundle as well. It's what I usually use for vocals. But Fab
I'm,
Filter's
I'm,
been
I'm,
like one of my
I'm
go-tos recently for EQs and
yeah,
shit.
I'm not the best at the whole engineer. I'm good. I'm good enough for like I'm good enough for like an independent artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm not saying I'm not going to be able to compete with like you know what I'm saying, your people in big studios and stuff. I'm just like I've been doing it for years and years. Like I won't be obviously on the level of the big top engineers, but
mm. You
I
still
can
kind of
I
know
can I
like the
can
basics and what you
I,
you can
I,
still make it sound good,
I can
basically, innit?
yeah I can make it sound good enough for Spotify. I can do it in it. I can do
Yeah.
it, but my
Obviously,
main thing.
engineers are spending all day engineering. They're not a lot of them produce. Well, some of them do, but more time they're just spending most of the time engineering, so they're bound to be
Yeah,
good. But for
it's,
us, we're making beats, so it's a bit different.
yeah, it's good. It's a good thing to know, man. Like it's definitely a good thing. I'm glad I've learned it
Yeah, I
because
think it helps with beats in a way as well because it's still mixing. You're still mixing
yeah,
something.
I'm recording people as you go back to I was saying earlier.
Mm,
It makes you understand what beats are useful. Do you know what I'm saying, with the spacing and the arrangements and stuff like
yeah.
that.
What are some of your go-to VSTs for instruments?
Contact piano. I use a piano called the
Yeah,
Grandor. No, it's just I don't, bro, to be fair, I don't even know too much about it. So I use Omnisphere, like all the I like the basses in Omnisphere.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I know I'm real simple. And then Omnisphere and Contact. That's it. Omnisphere and Contact. I want to try and get Alexa. What's it called? Electra.
Electric X.
Electra. Yeah, that's it. I was in
Yeah,
when I'm. Do you know you see Fredo's Daily Duppy?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I met he's called S Finesse, sick producer from Birmingham, I think. He produced the Daily Duppy. I was with him making beats with him the other week,
He
and
was using Electric X.
yeah, he showed me Electric. It's sick. I
Mm.
want to get it.
It's
I need to
sick
get it.
for like Sims, like
Yeah,
pads.
yeah, like pads and stuff. But yeah, I just use Omnisphere. But I don't even Omnisphere. I like Contact. You see my beats though. I need to branch out because I'm just doing a lot of pianos and vocals. It's good. It's my sound, isn't
It's
it? People know
working
me.
though.
People know me for that, but I need to not get commercial. But I need to be able to. I can do everything, but I need to kind of add value in other places as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
I
think
want to.
there's a good thing about have like people recognizing your sound though, even though you might
Yeah,
use a lot of the same instruments. When
yeah,
people like
yeah,
find you on YouTube, they know your thumbnail, they
yeah.
know the video, and they know the sound, and people will keep coming
Yeah,
back to you
that's
for
what I've
that
been
sound.
going for, innit? Yeah, I make sure my videos are the same,
Yeah.
similar sound on YouTube. But that's on YouTube, don't it? YouTube's not just all like doing it, but
Yeah, yeah, of course. I suppose like if you want to work with a broad range of artists, then you need to kind of step out your comfort zone and
it's
do
good.
different
No, it's
things.
good. It's good though, because with me, I've got the YouTube. Yeah, I've got the YouTube, so people know me. If you're going on my YouTube, you get emotional beats. But also, I make other beats for other artists,
Yeah.
and because they're not on YouTube, they're worth more, innit? Do you get
What
it?
other
Like
genres do you like to make?
just rap stuff, but just not
Everything rap
emotional. Like
based.
stuff for the club, just like trap and rap and drill and.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
obviously, if they're not on YouTube, they're more desirable for the artists. Not always, but they kind of there's just something where they just prefer them. They do.
It just feels
But
rare, like exclusive, doesn't it? In a way, it's
yeah,
like no
well,
one
yeah,
else has heard this yet.
yeah. It's like, but the advice I'd say anyone who don't know no one in the music industry, not
Mm.
maybe they're amazing at networking or whatever, or don't know how to do it, just upload every day on YouTube. It's gonna sound long, yeah. Do it for a year, and I promise you'll be in a good position.
Yeah.
And then once people start to know you, then you can, because people have like hang-ups about putting beats on YouTube and being that least guy, whatever, like being
Yeah,
the
yeah.
beats. You know what I'm saying? Like the beat stars. then once you get yourself out and once you connect it, once you've got a few music videos out there, a few little placements or whatever, then maybe pull back on the YouTube and focus on the artists you've already worked with. And then, do you know what I'm saying? Then kind of, if you want to be that exclusive guy, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
That's kind of the way I'm going. Like, obviously, yeah, I'm still going to be doing my YouTube, and I've come up through YouTube in a way. But obviously, I've also got a different side where I'm sending out exclusive beats as well.
When you first started on YouTube, were you uploading different genres, or were you sticking to the same kind of beat?
When I first started, when it weren't really doing too much for me, I was doing all the rap stuff. So like rap beats, like 9s beats. I'll do like D-block beats, drill beats. So it's a mix of stuff. And I was always focusing on the UK, but yeah, it wasn't focused. And then once I focused it, you hear it all the time. Once I found myself a lane in the sound,
yeah,
things took off for me. And now I like to think people know me for a certain sound. So
definitely. How long do you think it took you to start getting some good views on YouTube? Because when you first start off, it's like you might get 20 views on a beat, you might get 5, and it's a bit, like it hurts your pride, doesn't it, when you're uploading beats and at the time you think they're sick and you're only getting a couple views. But how long do you think it took for you to start getting some good views and get some good traction?
At least a year of uploading daily.
About a year of every day, yeah.
Yeah, or basically every day. And that sounds long, but if you're not prepared to do that, then you're not gonna. If you should be making beats every day anyway. Like if you're hungry for it, so why wouldn't you just upload every day? That's my mentality. I think you should be making beats every day. So why wouldn't you just upload every day?
That's
like,
true.
Like simple. Like I'll just tell people, just gotta smash it out.
Yeah,
and it'll come for you. Like it just will, and it just will, innit? Like I can't explain it, but it will happen. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's true, man. Literally everyone that I've spoke to that's been successful, like through YouTube, like I spoke to Ant Chamberlain for a second, and you know TNT.
Yeah, I see that on the producer grind.
Yeah. So I spoke to him for a second on there, and I was just chatting to TNT like through DMs, and everyone just says the same thing. Like, just pick. You want to find your own lane on YouTube. You want to pick like some kind of keyword that's working for you, like maybe Potter Payper type beats, like what you're using, and then just stick with that and upload consistently. Like even if people can't do it every day, like maybe people have like jobs or just kids or just something that's kind of holding them back.
Yeah, everyone should be able to do one beat a day. Yeah, and if you can't. That's what I was doing. Like my work, I've got no crazy work rate like that. I just don't. That's just not me.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, I get the vibe, but it's just not really me. I'm feeling it. If not, I'll just do something else. So I'm saying I'm not really like, it's not work for me, innit? It's fun.
Yeah, of course. And the opportunities are coming with it. So you're kind of relaxed about it. You just kind of rolling with it, doing what you like doing, and the opportunities come.
Yeah, obviously, I'm relaxed. Obviously, I'm not like complacent with it. Like I'm relaxed with it. But I'm not like late. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Not lazy with it or nothing.
Yeah.
But I just make beats when I want to make beats.
So what's your plan for like after uni? Like is your mindset like, right, I'm doing music, there's no other, there's nothing else that I want to do?
I've been thinking about this a lot. So I'm doing an economics degree. So when you do that, there's a lot of opportunity you get in the city and you know what I'm saying, like financial stuff.
Well, is that what you really want to do though? Do you think that would make you happy doing it?
That's what I'm saying. But obviously when I joined uni, I didn't really have all this music stuff going on at all.
Yeah.
So when I joined uni, imagine the first year of uni, I won't even I'll put like one beat out every like 2 months.
Yeah.
And that's the year where you're supposed to work in the least. And then it was the summer of that first year when I thought, okay, I'm going to take it seriously. And that's when, and then just and then from there, just been a slow thing. And then everything adds up, innit? Like every little small things, add up.
Yeah.
They add up for they add up and it just builds up. There's no real. See, I'm not saying that I don't know the secret because I haven't achieved too much just yet, but I'm just starting to get going in it.
Yeah. So I bet I imagine your mindset's kind of changed now.
Yeah. So obviously before I think do uni going to get a job, but the thing is, even if I don't use my degree and do music, if I didn't go to uni, I wouldn't be able to do music. I wouldn't have them 3 years to smash up music and do all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have got it. I would have been doing some job and
some bullshit job that you didn't even like.
If I didn't go to uni, even if I never use this degree in my life, I wouldn't have the opportunity to make beats every day for 2 years, 3 years, whatever. Do all this stuff, like live by myself, do all this stuff, innit? So just because you're not using a thing, it's about what you do with your time there. Like I'm literally done stuff I never thought would happen, and that's because I've had the time to do it. Because I'm not working, I'm at uni. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's true. So everything happens for a reason in some ways. Yeah, like you said, if you just left and got a job, you wouldn't have been able to put as much time into it.
I wouldn't have done it. 100%. I would not be producing. I just wouldn't.
Because I followed that standard path where I went to uni and then got a job after it. I think because it's what everyone says. Like you need to, like teachers and parents always saying you need to go to uni, you need to get a job. And I didn't really think I could make a career out of music. But then, like you said, everything kind of happens for a reason. Like when I went to, I think I worked for about 5 years, and then after that, it got to a point where I was like, you know what? Like I never wanted to do this really. All I wanted to do was music. I just never believed in myself, and then I just took a risk and I quit my job, just fucked everything off, and then just went all out with music. And then in the past year, like opportunities have happened. Like the YouTube channel's grown, and now I can make a living off music, which was my dream. But if I didn't get that job and work for 5 years, I wouldn't have known what that experience was like, and I might not have ever done what I'm doing now. So it's just weird how things work out in the end. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's the thing. But the thing is, if you don't actually really go all in, like obviously I haven't had to sacrifice, as I say, like a job or whatever.
Yeah.
So I've been lucky in that sense. And I see a lot of producers there still at school and that. I'm thinking, if I was doing all this when I was 15, like imagine when they're 20. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, crazy.
Bro, but imagine when you're 28. Do you know what I mean? Like you're young, bro.
Yeah, fucking hope so, but you just never know, innit? You just got to keep ticking over, and you just got to keep. For me, I'm going to try and evolve my sound a bit now because I feel like I've done obviously I'm still going to be doing them beats, but I need to get. I want songs and the beats. Basically, I want radio play. Like, so I want a top 40. I want all that stuff in it. Like I want that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like what I make now is freestyle beats. That's what they are, innit? They're like. I couldn't see one of my beats going platinum. Do you know what I'm saying? I just can't.
I know what you mean in a way. You got something crashing behind you.
I don't know what's going on. But, I live in a uni. Always stuff going on like this. But
so in what way do you want to evolve it? Do you want to go like
make
more commercial sounds in a way?
Not commercial, just because obviously what I make is like it's deep rap. So deep rap's never gonna go number one, but like I want to make like almost like Fredo and D Block and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Because I like that stuff. I listen to that stuff when I go out, and you know what I'm saying, that's what I listen to when I'm drinking 1 pounds and that.
Yeah, of course.
The deep like storyteller songs.
Yeah.
So I want to branch out to that like in the next year, like have like actual bangers in it.
Have you been making beats like that already?
Yeah, I've started to very, very recently. Very recently. I've started to, but
and right now you'll have connections with certain artists as well, and they're going to keep introducing you to other people. So the opportunities will come.
Yeah. I just got to keep it going, and if it's meant for me or find my way, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think.
Yeah. So what have they been asking you for them type of beats?
Not really. I was when I was with Potter the other day. It's they were like, yeah, we've like Mike. I know you got all the emotional ones, but we probably should try and get something going a bit more. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, as I was saying, like more bangery. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
You know what I mean? Like, I'd like more one to listen to when you're out and all that sort of stuff. Not like cheesy, but more like Fredo or like more like. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Like the emotional stuff, like only certain people like the emotional stuff.
Ones you can dance to, songs you can dance, not dance songs, but ones you can get active to.
Yeah, of course. One that's basically going to appeal to a wider audience as well, because the emotional stuff, it might have like a certain fan base, but then there's some other tunes that they make there.
I'm always going to do the emotional stuff for sure, because that is, people know me, and people mess me every day, They say, how have I never found your beats? I've been looking for these beats forever. I can't find a producer that makes beats of this. Even there are ones out there, of course, a lot bigger than me, but they say that to me anyway.
That's sick.
There's some good producers, like especially American ones, but I think at the UK there's only a few doing it. There's a guy called me. There's me, and there's a guy called Big Z.
Yeah.
He's a real sick producer, like real sick. He does like a lot of similar to me. It's different sounds, and it is different sounds, but it's similar. It's like it is. we do have different. He's more like story. I don't know. I can't. If you listen, check him out. Anyone listening, Big Z.
I need to listen to his work. Yeah, is it with a Z?
He produced Big Z with a Z. He produced a track on Potter's mixtape. It's called Midnight on Ilford Lane or something. It's good.
Yeah.
One of my favorite tracks on there. He's good, real good producer. But he's yeah, it's only me and him really doing these sort of beats. But I think soon everyone's going to start doing them. But fuck it. But by then, hopefully, I'm established enough to not have to worry about competition. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, of course.
you know, like,
I don't think you'll have to worry anyway, because if you've been doing it the longest, then you're already ranking for that keyword. So it's going to be hard for other people to rank for it, but not you, because you're already there.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, I just want to. So next year, I just want to get like my goal for next year. I've been thinking I want to get those like top 40s and all that sort of stuff. Not like cheesy top 40s, but like not even top 40s, but like just bangers, like club bangers, like bangers. Not just street bangers. Do you know what I'm saying?
I guess you don't want to be put in a box, do you, where you're just known as that emotional piano guy. Yeah, you want to like
that's it.
Just broaden it.
That's literally it. I know I've really stretched that question out for however long, but yeah, I just want to go to the club. Yeah, my song be playing. That's what I want.
It will be a sick feeling.
Or I want to walk in JD and my song's playing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then I can quit. Then I'll be all right. I can just quit.
As soon as it's in JD, right? That's goals accomplished. You can quit music then.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you collaborate with many producers at the moment?
You know what? I used to, but because I use a lot of loops and I buy loop kits and stuff as well.
Oh dear.
I don't spend money on drum kits, but I spend money on loop kits.
Right.
Not like MIDI kits, loop kits. I'll just try anything royalty free. I'm buying it. You know what I'm saying? I use Splice and stuff.
Yeah.
Anything royalty free, I'm buying it because you know what I'm saying.
Why not? A lot of the royalty free ones though, they're royalty free until you get a major placement. I don't know if you find that in some of the packs that you get.
Yeah, some aren't.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah. Some people are against loops. I've got no problem with loops. I think why the fuck not use them?
Mate, loops is everything.
Yeah.
I'll use. No, I don't even want to get in. Like, it's just, why wouldn't you use it? Like, it's sick. If it sounds sick, why don't you use it? I'll get it why, but I'll get why, because I was not too sure on them. But the amount of things and opportunities I've got, because at the end of the day, if you can't make it yourself, but you've got someone that can, or a thing that can, why wouldn't you use it?
That's what I think people have the wrong mindset if they're saying, nah,
they think it's cheating or whatever, but.
Yeah, it's literally, I speak to producers about this all the time, and it's only producers that think that though. Like, if you put out a track and you've used a loop, no one gives a fuck. When people are listening to it and rappers are hearing it, they're not asking you, oh, where did you get that loop from? Or is it a loop? Like, what did you use? They just want to hear the finished product. So who cares?
As long as the artist doesn't have to worry about sample clearance and that stuff, you're all good. Yeah. And or always you like you talk something out with the guy who made the loop, or if it's just a royalty free one on Looper Man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And people act like loops is like some new thing. Like, people have been sampling since hip hop started. Yeah. That's how hip hop all began, with sampling old records. So that's basically a loop.
But I do think that it's slightly different. But you're right. Obviously, sampling is more of a. I think sampling is more like you gotta dig for the things, you gotta chop it. Yeah. But I know what you mean.
There's more of an art to it, I guess, isn't there? Yeah, rather than just pulling in a loop.
That's what I do all the time. I get a loop, put drums in it.
Have you got some go-to producers for loops, or is it just looking through Splice, looking through whoever's just got good ones?
I don't really use ones. I like just using Splice ones because I know I don't have to worry about too much.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about percent. You know what I'm saying? Just life's easier just using them. Or what I do a lot, I'll just make like a melody and then just go on the Splice and find some crazy flutes and just whack them in, put them in key, put them in time, and see what happens. Like the melodies done at the times.
Do you use Arcade or any of the other platforms like that?
I used to use Arcade a lot for vocals, but I don't like using it for vocals anymore. I've used it for like atmosphere and stuff. That's what I like for now.
Yeah.
Atmosphere.
What do you think? Too many people have used them vocals?
Yeah.
Is that
No,
right?
not only as a producer. As an
Yeah.
artist, you probably don't care because you probably don't hear it as much as we hear it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I wouldn't discourage people.
I think the connection's gone.
I've
Oh wait, we're
sold
back.
loads of beats with Arcade. And
My bad, bro. That
you
last bit cut
hear
out.
what I said?
I think the connection was going. Yeah, I didn't hear what you said
Oh,
after.
I'm saying, yeah, I'm saying just because I think Arcade's rinsed out, yeah, with all the vocals and stuff,
Yeah,
I don't want to discourage people from using it because at the end of the day, the artist doesn't know. The artist isn't hearing these beats every day.
that's
Do you know
true.
what I'm saying? So he doesn't care. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just a self-conscious thing. I just like to maybe have things people aren't using, maybe. But I like to use Arcade for atmospheres and little decorations.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's perfect for that. Sometimes when you're making a beat and you think it's missing something, as soon as you throw some
And a
arcade on it,
little,
yeah,
yeah,
it
man.
just adds that little bit of sauce.
Arcade and Splice is my, yeah. Splice is, the thing with Splice is better than Arcade, but the workflow is better on Arcade. That's what I think.
Yeah, because everything, you can kind of chop it up easier as well. Everything's like just in key straight away.
Splice, you're looking for time, like ages. You're looking for ages, yeah, for the right sample.
Yeah.
Like, and you're looking through loads of weird stuff. Like, what? Maybe there's a better way to search stuff, but for me, I'm looking
I know
for
what you
time.
mean, though. You kind of just
Time.
digging through this shit for ages, aren't you, until you find something that's good.
Yeah. That's just
There's another one, I can't remember the name. I think it's called, I think Loop Masters own it. It's like another platform like Splice. It might be, I think it's Loop something, maybe Loop Cloud or something. I don't know if it rings a bell.
Yeah, I think I might have seen that, but I'll just use the Arcade. I use Looperman as well. You see Looperman? The old school website.
That's like,
That's it.
is Looperman the one where it's just anyone can upload to it and it's all royalty free?
Anyone can upload to it. It's completely royalty free.
Yeah.
There's some sick loops in there. Sick loops in it.
I've heard stories about producers using that and just literally just grabbing that loop and then selling the exclusive for grands or just getting a major placement with that one loop and it's royalty free. It's crazy.
Yeah. I know. You know that D-Box song, Home Pussy. That's Looperman.
Is it?
Looperman piano.
That's mad.
Bear song. There's I think even. Bet there's loads of songs. Loads. There's someone put it on like a video or something.
Yeah.
Loads.
Well, the tools are there. People might as well use them. I think that when people say you shouldn't be using loops, I think they're sleeping and they're the people that are going to fall behind. Like, these are the times right now. Like, you might as well keep up with everyone.
Yeah. Well, because you got to think, if you can't make it yourself, but you got someone that can, or some sound that you can't actually do, why don't you sample it or use it? That's what I think.
It's just another way of collaborating as well, really. Like, producers always want to collab with other producers, but then they hesitate when they want to use a loop. But that's just another way of collaborating.
I do get some sick loops in my Gmail and stuff in my inbox, but I don't know because I just like to use my own ones, innit? Like I have used stuff before, but it's just I just don't like the whole like splits and all that. So it just gets a bit long. I just rather do my thing, innit?
Yeah, of course.
Maybe that is slightly me probably being selfish and stuff, but for me I'm just trying to build my thing up. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean, yeah. You're more in control of everything then, aren't you? It's like you
don't get me wrong
about anyone else.
It's like my pal. If it's people I've got relationships with, then yeah. I don't, but to be fair, a lot of the time, like I'm looking for something and they don't know what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And like it's sick. Even that sick is not what I want to use. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Or I can make that anyway. Or I can make something like that. If I'm using loop, it's something I can't make. Like, you know what I was saying a minute ago.
Yeah.
If I can't make it, I'll use it. But if I can make just a piano melody with a few little top notes and you're sending it, even though it's hard, it's not really worth me using it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's probably quite short side, but that's just how I'm thinking.
I know what you're saying. You know what would be a good idea, especially with you being at uni, if you because a lot of musicians in uni, like they're looking for money, and I thought about even finding them on like Gumtree or something, just bringing in a musician for a day and paying them a set fee, and just making sure that you have the rights to all of their loops. So just get someone that's like sick on piano, bring them in for a day, just say record your best loops for an hour, and then you've got a set of loops on.
That is a good idea.
I've worked on packs with people in the past where they've come in and like I think I might have even sent you the pack. I can't remember. It was called the Action Pack. I brought in my boy who was sick on keys.
I don't think I've got that.
I'll have to send you a copy if I haven't. But yeah, I did the same thing. Like I just brought him in. He was just playing some keys, I turned them into loops, added my sauce onto them, and we came out with a fire pack in like a day.
What did you sell that on your store?
Yeah, it's on my website. It's on my website. So we
Yeah.
did I think we spent maybe like 2 days making it, and then we hosted a beat competition. Got everyone we gave one of the loops for free. Got everyone to make a beat out of them. Everyone submitted it, and then the winner like won that pack, and then a bunch of other prizes as well. We had like different companies involved, so they won like plugins, like loads of different packs. Superstar O got involved to give some of his packs away. Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
Sick. Yeah, that's a good idea. Getting artists in. I was thinking like musicians, and I've been thinking that.
Yeah, especially at uni,
Honestly,
you must have some links there.
you know what? I don't. You know, I don't even know too many people at uni. I just know I'm not even like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know better people like that.
Yeah, or they'd be easy to find. There's always some kind of
Yeah. Of course.
group somewhere.
Yeah, but yeah, no, that's a good idea. I need to make a loop kit.
Have you ever thought about going onto YouTube and doing like the tutorial side?
I thought about it, but it's not really me. And I thought about it a time ago. I was going to do it time ago, like a year ago.
Yeah,
I wasn't actually thinking of doing it. Well, I'm not saying what, because obviously I feel it's just a different market though. I want to appeal to artists. I don't really care about appealing to producers.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
To be honest, when I started it, that wasn't my plan to grow a tutorial channel. I was just trying to put out as much content as possible. So
yeah.
And that was the one that popped.
It's a sick way to go, 100%. I'm not saying that it's not. For me, I just want to really just be getting with artists. I don't speak to any producers. I just do me in it and just try and, you know what I'm saying? That's just me.
Yeah.
That's it's sick though. Like, obviously there's a lot of success that come from people doing it the tutorial way, but a lot of success. So that's just me. It's not really my thing being like, even though I'm a bit of a chatterbox here, you probably learned today, but it's not really like all the kind of camera. It's not really me.
Bro, it's not my thing. Literally, like I'm a shy guy, really. I don't like getting in front of cameras and just speaking. I was just trying to do everything just to get my name out somehow. And it just so happened that the YouTube channel that I was doing tutorials on was growing at a faster pace. So I thought, you know what, if that's growing, I'll just go in. But it's not my natural like thing in a way. I don't like being on camera. I'm not like center of attention or anything like that. It's just one of them.
Yeah, it's like we were saying earlier. Like you just find yourself into you just find yourself like over time just fit into a little lane or something you're good at or something you didn't know you're good at. You know what I'm saying?
It. I do wish I was spending like more time on the artist side though, because I spend a lot of time in the producer side and doing like them videos are long. Like you'll be filming it for a while, then it takes long to edit it, and then doing the packs, like running my website and email marketing and all this like business side of the stuff takes it away. Takes time away from actually producing and networking with artists. So that's one thing that I don't like about it. Is just that I don't have enough time to spend with artists as I should do, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, like, I don't spend much time with artists. It's just my goal is to get them to artists. Or, do you know what I'm saying? That's just my goal. I don't really care about like being like a producer. Everyone likes for producers. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't really care. I'm just doing it for the artist. But obviously, it's all about like there's no wrong way of doing it. It's all different lanes. Like you can make there's loads of money to be made being like selling to producers like all the kits. Obviously, you would know more than me. And but yeah, it's just not really my thing. I'd just rather just focus on getting sick music out. But that, as I say, that's me. I don't mean it's the way. That's just me.
Yeah,
and that's how I've been things, isn't it?
There's so many ways you can make money through music. Like some people have the path that you're on, just working with artists, like maybe selling beats online. You can sell kits, you can get TV placements, sync licensing. Like there's so many different ways to make money. I think young producers get it twisted a bit and they think that the only thing that they need to do is get a big placement with an artist and then that's it. But I guess I haven't
even had a big, like for me, I know see because the UK, most people are independent. People kind of like, you're not like, because most people are independent in the UK, like I don't really think as these beat sales as placements, even though they're kind of in the UK they're thought of, but I just think they're kind of, for me, a placement's like when you're getting in with someone on like a major label. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you're really gonna see some serious money from it. No, it's not about the money, but
I know if I'm sending
unlimited like lease to someone, or just even at least some MP3. It's not really like a placement's like, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't really say I've had my first placement. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I haven't, you know what I mean? I haven't had that fucking top 40, that do you know what I'm saying? That real big budget.
I know what you're saying, yeah. I'd still class them as
It's still
placements though. I
sick, though.
wouldn't
It's
like,
probably,
yeah, I wouldn't even put yourself down like that. I'd still say that they're placements. They're definitely achievements.
yeah,
And like you
yeah,
said, it's what, like we were saying earlier, it's kind of that domino effect, and it's, like you might
yeah,
start in the UK, and then once people hear that you're working with the biggest artists in the UK, then you can branch out to
yeah,
other
yeah.
areas. So you're definitely on the
No,
right
that's
path.
my plan to start. You start the UK and then see where it gets me. But I think, I don't know, because I'm just thinking now. I just really want to make this as big as I can.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of ways to go. I'm thinking a different way. I'm just thinking, but as I say, 6 months to I feel like with producers, every 6 months different. So 6 months ago is different to where I'm now, and I think I'm just looking forward to the next 6 months where it takes me.
Of course, yeah. I bet this past 6 months has been crazy for you, really. Like in terms of growth, personal growth.
Yeah. No, it's been good.
So
I'm
you just
enjoying
gotta
it.
keep doing what you're doing. Trust me.
Yeah, just enjoy it all the time. That's me.
Yeah. Anyway, bro, I appreciate you coming on the podcast. I know we've been through quite a lot, so we got through everything.
I don't even, how long have we been going for? Because I've been chatting for time. You see me, I've been talking.
Man, it must be.
I'm definitely gonna rewatch this and be like, I've been talking for ages.
Nice, good. That's what we wanted. It's the whole point of a podcast. I didn't want this to be like anything structured where I just ask you 10 questions.
Well, what have we done? Like an hour.
What time is it now? 4:10. What time did we jump on? Around about 2:30. So coming up to 2 hours, maybe.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for having me. It's been fun. I've enjoyed it. Even though you asked me a question, I'll talk about something else 5 minutes, and I'll come back. That's just how my brain works. See, artists and creative people, I think that's how my brain's like. I'm everywhere in it. I'm not like.
Yeah. It sounds like Kanye West. I was listening to a Kanye West podcast recently, and he was saying the exact same thing. Like when someone asks him a question, he starts on it, and then his mind just takes in one direction, then he goes to another place.
And then somehow I'll go, "What are you on?" And then I'll answer that. That's just me.
That's the good thing about podcasts, though. You can just, it doesn't really matter where it goes. It doesn't even always have to be about music. You can just talk about anything, just see where the conversation takes you. So it's a good thing.
That's it. Well, I'm just gonna take a picture of my screen. I'm just gonna do a little story on.
Yeah.
Just to say.
All right, I'm just gonna end the recording anyway. But I'll appreciate you coming on, bro. Much love.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. Thanks for hitting me up.